Hi, welcome back to Tiny Classrooms Live.
Hi, the doctor here, Don Zulu in Taos, New Mexico.
And I'm Marty Nathan, the HR guy here in the Adirondack Mountains of upstate New York. And our topic today is lessons I learned transitioning my company to working from anywhere.
It's an interesting subject, and it certainly is being pioneered across the board in industry. And one thing that's very, very important here is that the human connection can exist without in-person connection. And that's an interesting idea because a lot of people were afraid that we wouldn't be able to maintain that connection. What's some ideas about that one, Marty?
Well, you know, we tend to go to Zoom meetings, so we zoom in and zoom out.
Yeah.
We could use Zoom in the background where we're connected to people most of the day, interacting as we would be if we were sitting in the next cubicle or in a doctor's office. We sit there and somebody comes out and tells us we're next. But what about if you just scheduled a Zoom meeting and they called you, or just a phone call? And it shows that we can connect on many different levels, even when we're not together. And, you know, that's not something that's natural for people, but we got shoved into this and we don't seem to be doing too badly with it.
No, it's very interesting how quickly and how well this transition seems to be going. And, and if traditional industries like finance and even education can lay the groundwork for working remotely, working from anywhere, then just about any industry can do this, can't they?
Any industry that you have a face to face with somebody,
Hmm.
it's probably just as easy, if not easier, to do it virtually from anywhere. And you don't have to travel. You can go and be there when you want. And it seems to be a whole lot better than any one of us would have thought.
I think that issue particularly is lending itself to what we're seeing of greater productivity in the same time frame in many cases. It's a very interesting phenomenon. What
Yes,
about
it is.
what about fatigue and how do we handle that and make sure that we can keep re-energizing our workforce?
Well, people who are working from home probably are multitasking.
Yeah.
Most of the people have kids or parents at home, and they're trying to balance a lot of things, and it probably wears them out a lot quicker than if they were just sitting at work. And so you, as the leader, have to accept that
Mhm.
and re-energize them with very creative ways. Okay, let's stop. Let's all talk about something else for a minute, or let's all stand up and turn around twice, or whatever. But you have the opportunity to refocus people who are just basically sitting at home and waiting to get re-energized.
That's well said and is working repeatedly. I had a call last week with some folks who had their children in the background, and instead of them trying to get rid of the children, I said, introduce them, sit them on your lap. Let's have our call with your kids. And they had a wonderful time. And we had a very good call. We should also think about placing our customer and our employee experience on the same level. Since it's all going to be virtual, and much of it's virtual right now, our employees are also our customers, aren't they?
Yes, they are. And, companies have traditionally had PR firms or departments or marketing departments that were communicating primarily to the customers. And now you have to do it to the other half of your company that's not in front of you, your employees. So putting the same energy and the same expertise to both groups is important to maintaining both groups as you go forward.
I think that's absolutely right. And it's very important that we prioritize kind of creating an effortless interaction with our clients and with our employees through the use of technology. Our clients, our customers, they expect the same level of integrated, high level, pay attention to me service, don't they?
Yes, they do. And it's not like you have to be a technologist here, that
No.
you have to go set up a whole new infrastructure in your office. I mean, look where Zoom came from, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Everybody is using Zoom. It's like Kleenex. It's a brand all of its own now. And so using technology that's out there, whether it's FaceTime or Zoom or GoToMeeting, those tools have been improved immeasurably over the last several months simply because of the demand of this COVID related era.
I think so, very much so. And it's very important we also pay attention to kind of restructuring the way we make decisions. And we need to be able to move from a hierarchical decision-making model to an encapsulated, if you will, decision-making, empowering all of our employees to make decisions appropriate to their level, so that it's more molecular in effect, isn't it?
And it can happen in real time. It can keep things moving, and it doesn't rely on the hierarchy that you mentioned. It's a good idea to delegate things that are appropriate to the appropriate people.
That's absolutely right. And that's about it for today, Marty. We're so glad that everyone was here, and that hope you enjoyed this particular episode of Tiny Classrooms Training Live. But again, if you have any ideas for things you'd like us to talk about or comments, please feel free to connect with us. So thank you.
Thank you.